How you doing, guys? Phantom TCG here, and today I'm gonna bring you my Majesty Lore Blaster deck profile. Uh, this deck is very straightforward, really. You don't have to think that much. So I'll just explain the deck as fast as possible. Only will be explaining the cards that came in the set that nobody knows that much, and probably explain a couple of cards here and there, just to keep the deck profile as short as possible. The same, I'll put the deck my deck list in the description below, uh, in case you don't want to watch the entire video. So yeah. Anyways, starting off, I'll show you the trigger lineup very quickly. Uh, Really, there's not that much to say. You can play whatever starting ranger you want, put it in here. I'm playing obviously 4 heals, very straightforward. Sentinels, I'm playing the PG draws, and 8 uh, criticals. Basically, you just want to sack your opponent as fast as possible. I was thinking of getting, instead of playing this, play the critical one, the 30k shield. But yeah. Anyways, now starting with the real deck profile, wasn't going into that. I'm playing 4 copies of MLB. Basically, this guy is very straightforward. Uh, Main win condition of the deck is very rarely that you just ride another one on top of him. His skill is very straightforward. If you have a Blaster Blade and a Blaster Dart in your soul, this card gains an extra critical. It does count when he's on rear guard, and if this card is on Vanguard, he gets 5k and 1 extra drive check. So that's pretty cool. The other effect is when it is on Vanguard and it attacks, put 2 of your other rear guards into your soul and get 2 imaginary gift force. That's basically it. Not something big brain stuff, but he's actually your main grade 3 winner. Next, we're playing just 4 copies of Blaster Blade and 4 copies of Blaster Dark. I won't go into much detail with this because it is very straightforward. So, yeah. Now, I'm playing 4 copies of Livarot. The reason why I'm playing this is just each time I draw this, it's just another card that gets me another card. And the card I get, that is normally the order, gets me another card if I have another Blaster Blade or Blaster Dark or both on the field. So basically, tend your deck little by little. The other thing, just searches any grade 2 you need at the moment by the cost of 1 Counterblast or just Soul Blast in case you don't have Counterblast. That's basically the reason I'm playing Livarot at 4. This is the main card I normally really want to ride when I get to grade 2. Just to search and get that, get rid of 1 card on my deck. So yeah. Next, we're playing 3 copies of Starlight Trumpeter. She basically, the new card that came in the deck. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, return a Blaster card and one of the order from your drops into your hand. So basically, you just continue filtering your deck, and this card gains boost if your Vanguard is a Blaster. So it's super extremely amazing. And then we're playing 3 orders, very straightforward. If you have Blaster Blade on your field, search for Blaster Dark. If you have Blaster Dark on the field, search for Blaster Blade. And if you have both, you search for Majesty Lore Blaster. Yeah, very straightforward. I'm not gonna go into much detail with this. For grade 1s, they're all draw. They draw or search. So we're playing 4 copies of Wingal Brave. If this card hits or boost hits, look at the top 7 cards, add 1 Blaster card from among them into your hand, and then shuffle your deck. So you just filter the deck. So if your opponent does not want you to add 1 extra card, he'll probably guard it. It all depends. But in case this card hits, just another extra card. So yeah. Next, we're playing 3 copies of sicilus. The reason I'm playing sicilus is if you don't have counterblast, he becomes a 13k. So basically, a 13k booster is extremely cool, and it can reach those other force numbers. In case you are playing against Kagero or some other force deck, you just call this to the top column and just swing for 13k. He'll probably waste a card if he doesn't want to die or something. But yeah, it's basically just reaches those numbers. And the other effect is just filtering your deck. Look at the top 5, add 1 card, and discard upgrade 3, sorry, and then discard a card. Basically, if you discard this, you can just recover it with this, and the same with all the Blaster Blade, Blaster Dark, just discard it, and you can just add it to your hand with Starlight Trumpeter. Basically, the only reason I'm playing him, and he becomes a 13k. It's a booster, and the last 3 cards I'm playing, it's Triple Allen. When plays, counterblast 1, called one card equal or greater from your equal or less, if I'm not mistaken, less or equal to your vanguard, to rear guard, draw 1 card, and he gets 13k. He becomes an 11, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the reason I don't like him. He's more just for the only sole reason to waste that counterblast and draw 1 extra card. I really want to get rid of him, play another thing that actually searches my deck, because I just really want my entire deck to be triggers, just filtering my deck as fast as possible, so I can just crit sack my opponent in the most dumbest way possible. So yeah, basically that's it. Hope you enjoyed this deck profile. Put the deck profile in the description. Just my deck profile as a reference if you don't know what to play. If you are still experimenting and want to play a couple of more cards, use my deck profile as a reference. It really help you. But yeah, anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and if you want to see more deck profiles, openings, and more other stuff. And then stay tuned and hit that notification bell so you stay tuned to all of my uploads and stuff. And peace, guys.